Hi, healthy community. It's another show that you're going to discuss about gastroenteritis in children. I am your host, Caroline Wanjiru and my co-host,
Faith Owera Morete, karibuni sana.
Santi Sana. And I want us, before we start the show, I want to recap on the previous show, what we talked about with the same thing about GE. Tukasema GE is the condition, let me say in Kiswahili, ni kuendesha na kutapika, na sana sana inaweza kuwa haiko kutapika lakini kuendesha, having more than 3 episodes in 24 hours, and the definition was inflammation of the digestive system. Those are the stomach, intestine, kuwa na inflammation. That is what we call GE, and we are talking about under 5s. And this season yenye kumeanza kunyesha, it's very common because of waste getting from the land to the water bodies and then taking the water before boiling it. And another thing is handling food, contaminated food. Maybe the handler, the baby, when they are eating, they have not washed their hands before doing it. And we talked about different types of causes of GE, which were
Virus, bacteria, and parasites.
okay. And we differentiated between the two. That how do I know I have a virus, not a bacteria or a parasite? We said the virus will have
Watery diarrhea.
Yeah. It should not have fever and doesn't have mucus in the stool, and it may persist for 5 to 7 days.
Oh, yes.
All right. And then we said about bacteria. What about it?
The diarrhea might be bloody. We have fevers and we have abdominal pains.
Cramps,
That is, yeah.
They can have having crampy. And then we talked about the parasite one. The parasite one, or the baby may be having episodes of stomach, abdomen pain.
Yeah.
And then it stops. Maybe diarrhea will be here this week, then the next week it is absent, then the other week comes again, and then it will persist. Another thing about it, baby will have muscle wastage.
Oh,
Maybe
yes.
they're losing weight because it's something that is feeding on
And they look tired.
Yeah, and they look tired.
Yeah.
That's a key point. Something also we said about it is the complication of it. Maybe the child is having diarrhea. We can get to
Dehydration.
So we say the signs of dehydration were
sunken eyes,
sunken
fontanelles,
and babies may having dry mouth. I can see the kamekauka mdomo.
Once the baby is crying, there's no tear. They don't tear.
Yeah, and it gets to a place that even they're lethargic, they cannot, when you look at them, not respond anymore. They're now getting to extreme measures of dehydration, and some will get even cold extremities.
Yeah, sure.
Hands and legs are getting cold. Now we are getting to places even of shock.
Okay.
And today's show, you're supposed to talk about management, to death.
Yeah. Before you continue, we also said complication number 2, irritability and lethargy.
Okay. Yes. Sawa. So I hope you have noted something down. What among the things that you have seen in your child when they were having diarrhea, and as according to me, to classify bacterial, viral, and parasite, what did they have? Because right now you can spot it was a virus, which was persisting, but it wasn't having any mucoid, they don't have any fever. Like, what did you experience and what treatment were you given? Today we are talking about management, and we had said before in the other show that about giving fluids. In the management.
I had shared
a scenario.
a scenario of my son.
Yeah.
And I said part of the management, I was given ORS and Zixanfate.
Which is most common. This is what you'll get in the hospital the first time you go, and you're saying the baby has episodes. They will be given zinc. And ORS, maybe a stool will be done to do anything, and then the blood work will be done to see if there's any infection in the blood and all those things that are needed to be done to the child. And then another thing we say at home, make sure the baby is well rehydrated.
Oh, yes.
And not tea and coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Or
we said there's you said there's no caffeine.
Yeah. Na sugary things zitaongezea your dehydration.
Yeah, sure.
So tukasema apewa a lot of fluids hivyo to balance the electrolytes in the body, and then give the baby enough bed rest.
Chalale.
How many hours?
We said in kids more than 8 hours. The last time,
And then make sure the baby is well breastfed. If the baby is under 6 months, give them breast milk, because that's the way you are rehydrating. If you want to give them more water, you drink that water. Drink it. Drink as much water. If they are having they are under above 6 months, give a small frequent foods and then feeds and a lot of fluids.
fluids.
Another management.
We can give probiotics, especially yogurt. It reduces the duration of diarrhea. Na kama diarrhea ina prevent cases. Ina prevent, it is very good by the way. Ina prevent the multiple cases of diarrhea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, another thing about probiotic is it you know, when you're taking antibiotics, it takes even the normal normal flora that needed in the body. So unakuta mtoto akikunywa antibiotics sana, the other thing you're going even to have more diarrhea because ametoa even the normal flora yenye inafaa kwa the normal bacteria that is needed in the digestive system. So when you're taking yogurt and fermented foods, it returns back the bacteria that is necessary.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So how do we prevent these things? Because it's our children. They are going to school. They are being fed by nannies. You don't know how they are prepared. Home. Their food for 6 hour means the introduction of feeds. You don't know how they are boiling the bottle.
Okay.
And handling food. And then when you ignore nannies, we said even when you ignore your nannies having stomach issues, naambia wewe unashindanga hapo tu
kiumwa na tumbo.
The next thing ni mtoto wako
na yeye pia.
So kindly make sure you have them checked if they're having any issue with their stomach.
For sure.
So what are the preventive measures that I as a mom at home need to check on?
Vaccination.
I
remember part of the viral causes of GE was a rotavirus. And I understand that of late there is the rotavirus, there is the vaccine, and statistics have shown that since the introduction of the rotavirus vaccine, the GE has the rota GE. The rota GE reduce. Yeah.
That's good. So make sure your child has it, and it's of course it's there in the routines, so they are going to have it. And then another thing is washing and preparation of food. Tulisema among the things that are causing this GE level this kuongezeka ni hygiene. Now even before feeding, washing the I've seen clips, even people who are storing foods in their fridge, they use vinegar to wash their fruits.
Oh yes.
So I guess it's the acidity part of it. So you wash your fruits well. Zile veggies zenye unataka maybe umezinunua soko, you wash them well before you store them or before you give it to your child. I guess even washing before storing in the fridge is safer because
you don't do
mtoto atachukua. Sisi tunongi matunda mingi hivyo. Soko ziko available.
Okay.
So we just buy what you're eating today.
All right.
Okay. So, but if you are not buying in unakula sayo, you have to store the fruits in the fridge. Kindly make sure you wash them. Here you wash with soap and water. If you don't have the vinegars, use soap and water.
Yeah. Then the other prevention is if the baby is below 6 months, then the baby breastfeed. Let's do exclusive breastfeeding. Another thing I saw is that babies that have been breastfed, they tend to have high immunity.
Yeah, true.
So the cases of GE might be reduced compared to the baby that took formula milk. So wacha tumnyonyeshe watoto
because unaona huyu kama virus itabidi mwili imefight, si antibiotic itasaidia huyu mtoto. So with viral it needs a good immunity for the baby to fight it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's breastfeed the babies.
And then about water, we have seen contaminated water pia zinaleta these increased levels of G in the community. So saizi venye kumeanza kunyesha, as much as you will trust the bottle wa chupa au maji za
chupa,
nisema kwa street, like these people who are preparing waters in our community, because you are not sure about it. I guess for children, water, boil it to be sure now it's safe for them to take it, right? So make sure water you have prepared it yourself. And then there is preparation of food. Tulideal na handlers, make sure they are treated, but now how they are sana when you have started weaning the baby, how they are washing the utensils. If you can be able to buy a decontaminant, kuna yenye nekao kwa maji, at least you are sure, as much as huyo mama ama lady mwenye uko naye kwa nyumba aliosha na soap and water, when it passed through that detergent na rinse, at least now you are sure it's safe.
Oh yes.
Na inakanga ni kama tu ile water guard. It looks like the water guard inawekwa kwa maji. As much as you've washed your utensils, let them soak in that water, then you rinse it.
Hey.
Yeah, it's like a safe jik.
That's new for me.
So iko kwenye meza winning. Hizi chupa za watoto venye umezikuta jioni, make sure they are put in that water. You have seen it in nursery and be used. When you wash utensils, there's a now that the final rinse unaweza ziweka decontaminant kwa the final rinse. Alafu ndivyo run kwa ukitumia run kwa maji.
Okay.
Yes.
So tuliacha kuboil.
Sasa unaweza boil lakini una sasa hauko sure msichana kabisa ataichemsha
So
I guess when you have if you have the decontaminant is much better.
Because I saw if the baby is using bottle feeding, boiled, you use boiled, is it using boiled water to clean those plastics?
And now,
or you boil them?
Hey, for boiling, you have to make sure that
it is done. Ama you do it yourself.
But you have to make sure that bottle, milk bottle, ni imeandikwa BP. What is it called? Like not all bottles are for boiling.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Inaitango what? There is a sticker inakuwaga kwa every bottle. I will look for it. I will send you that bottle. Like it is every bottle that can be boiled. Inakuwaga na hiyo sticker. And it's safer when you're buying that bottle feeding set. Make sure iko na hiyo. It's BP something friendly. Like you can boil it. It is okay under the sun and all those things. Maybe usiweze kuexpose mtoto to more harm.
So yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes.
So what have you learned in today's show that was standing out
today? Hiyo tu ya ni umeitaje decontaminant.
Ni like water guard or
lakini inaekwa kwa utensils. Baby mimi hiyo sijai hata iona.
Ndakutafutia.
Hiyo I've learned today.
Yes, you can do it even in hospitals that easy high end they put it in their not high end, it should be there
everywhere.
Because so uweza kuambia kila mama achemshe chupa, lakini when you have that basin with that water
it's even easier.
It's like the way we have jik in our
facilities.
So in this one, when you have the bottles after breastfeeding in nurseries, there's the decontaminant, you just throw it after rinsing, you throw it, alafu kienda kuitumia
after some time rinse out. Hiyo ni poa.
Yes.
It's making everything easy.
So what have you as a viewer, what have you connected with in the today's topic? Because as a mom, one way or another umepatana na GE.
Oh yes.
Umepatana na mtoto wako amepatana na GE. Either some will say the baby was teething. Do you think teething will also bring the...
Unajua what happens is when the gum is inflamed, inakwanga very itchy. It's itchy. So what they tend to do, wanachukuanga anything that is around them, wanaeka kwa mdomo, ikue like ni kitu yenye ina massage hiyo the feeling ya kusikia kujikuna. So unaona that's how watapata diarrhea. Juu sasa anaokota any object.
Kujikuna nayo.
But sasa hiyo kutoka meno sidhani inaweza cause diarrhea.
Okay. So you have seen that the baby is getting to that teething season. You make sure they have good teethers, and the teethers can be washed thoroughly. Make sure the teethers are washed thoroughly before they are given to the baby in their playing station.
But unajua kuna wenye hata afford katitha. Wanashanga what is a teether?
Teether. Okay, sawa. Lakini ukitaka kutitha to inbox Leisha Baby Shop, tuko na teethers. Leisha Baby Shop.
They can just take just make sure everything yenye inaenda kwa mdomo ya mtoto it's clean.
Unajua kuna wanakulanga everything.
Wanaokotanga kila kitu. Alafu mtoto wako anakaa in a clean environment.
Okay. All right.
That one would be easier.
All right. Sawa. That's all we had for today's show. We have learned about what is GE, the science of it, how you manage it at home. I think every mother should have ORS and zinc
kwa nyumba. Juu diarrhea kwanza nini 0 to 2 years.
I think for under 2 years they should be having hiyo sachet kanakuwa na ORS na zinc. It's like a must have in the house. So as much as you're monitoring the child, Sasa ile mahali yenye unasema hapa siwezi kaa na huyu mtoto anymore ni if they are not retaining, like your case, they are not retaining even the zinc and ORS you're giving them, anaitapika yote. Kindly rush to the hospital because the next thing we shall be having is dehydration.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Ama kama ameanza kupata hizo signs za dehydration,
Just take the hospital.
ameanza kuwa irritable to a point hadi maybe amekuwa lethargic. Kwa hiyo kwanza akikuwa lethargic kujua anaingia into shock.
So dear mom, mpeleke hospitali, lakini sasa tumesema zinc na ORS ni must have in the house. You just, our parents would give us the salt and sugar and it worked. It really
It
worked.
does work. Hata wewe ukiumwa na tumbo, I do it. Nikiumwa na tumbo na ni usiku, nitakunywa na asubuhi niko 250.
That's all we had for today's show. Kindly like, subscribe, and share. Share your experiences as a mom. Share experiences with the journey of GE that you had. Na mulipewa dawa gani na ulifikiria ni nini among the things that you have discussed today? Could be a viral, a bacterial, or a parasite led GE. So that's all for today.
What do we say?
Bye. See you in
Bye
the
bye.
next episode.
Oh yes.